Talk about this sort of pushback that we've seen from this inflection point after the murder of George Floyd, where the nation wanted to talk about race and wanted to talk about all the different ways that discrimination could be eradicated. And then we've seen this really, really strong pushback to that. What do you make of where we are now?
I think America has fallen back to its default position, right? So, certainly in a moment of great horror and watching a man being murdered by, an officer of the law, will shake folks up, and it did shake folks into the streets. But again, as the dust has settled, and we have a war, and you have inflation, you have gas prices, the needs and demands and rising voices of Black people are always silenced or muted. And so, I think what we're seeing is America. Falling back to its default position, and the pendulum swinging back the way it always has, right? After all this great progress and push and the sympathy and the desire to learn and read all the books that put all the books on the New York Times bestsellers list, now we're back and nothing much has changed with the stake of Black life in America. And so that's going to be concerning for folks. And I think the Democrats, again, we see this every cycle. They're going to come back around and wonder why there isn't quote unquote enthusiasm. And the enthusiasm is going to be there if the needs of the people aren't addressed and you don't stick to your word. A nomination of a Black Supreme Court justice is great. But if you can't translate that into anything meaningful that respects Black life on an everyday basis, then, what good is it?